So you from what's your ethnicity again? Crash out.
I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah, Nigeria. I gotta keep remembering that. So today's topic, Crash Out, is what makes Black Americans African?
It, what make Black Americans African?
Let's try to have a decent conversation today, everybody. That's my goal, okay?
Black Americans are definition of African.
Let me give you your time, Crash Out. Can you explain yourself, please?
Black Americans are definition of African. When you check their pattern, how they got into America, you you know, everything African is Black American, right? You know, it, when you check your history, how you get there in America, you know, it, you guys are the I see some Black Americans, right? The ones that consider themselves African American, right? They call themselves a super African. Have you heard about that super African? I don't know if you hear about that.
No, I
You
haven't
know,
heard of a super African.
yeah. Do you know why they call themselves super African?
Do tell.
Why the reason why they call themselves super African the way they explain it, right? They, they they explain it, and I understand it because when them leave Africa, their ancestors leave Africa. There is nothing like country in Africa, right? There is nothing like country in Africa when they leave Africa. Because when you check the history of this country in Africa, right, the majority of them is not up to 70 years old, right? They are not up to 70 years old. Okay, are you going to tell me that those people that left Africa are no longer African? The people that you descend from that left Africa 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago. Now you are a new person entirely. You are African. Everything about you is African, you know. But nobody is calling you African. You are American today. Nobody is calling you African. You
Okay,
are a
let me
descendant of
explain.
Africa.
I know your time stopped, Crash Out. Crash Out, listen. You heard about the tree of forgetfulness, right?
Tree of what?
The tree of forgetfulness.
Yeah, I hear about that.
Okay, so if y'all walk those people around the tree of forgetfulness after y'all sold them, why would you want why how would they remember anything about Africa? Don't you think y'all would have forgot about them people and that connection has been severed?
Uh, host, host, you see, this is the way where everything when we start talking about having a conversation about all these things, right? When we start arguing with one another, right? When you make that statement like that, as if
What
all
what
Africans,
statement?
all the family that lost their loved ones to all those whatever people that is suing them, they are there when they are doing all those tree of forgiveness or whatever they call it. It's just a group of people who did that. You know, it's
But I'm
not
saying
everybody.
but my question still remains the same. After those people were y'all sold those people and they were walked around that tree of forgetfulness, I mean, they forgot about y'all and y'all wanted them to forget about y'all. So why after almost 500 years, come on now. You can't them is not the same people. They don't know y'all. Do you think let me ask you this. Do you think the ancestors, those people who were walked around that tree, put in them slave castles and on them ships and brought here, do you think they would want us to be nice to y'all? Do you think they would want to be a part of y'all? Do you think they would
Okay,
love
okay.
Africa?
If you don't want to be part of us,
No, I'm saying it's a
why
hold on, crash out. It's an honest question. Do you think that they would want anything to do with them people who did that to them?
yes, yes,
Why?
yes. They have because because today, who name you guys African American? Is he African?
It was a man named Jesse Jackson.
Is he African? Is he Black American or African?
He was a native or an indigenous. He belonged to one of the tribes.
He belong. Is he part of you guys?
No, he was a American Indian or whatever, an indigenous person. He was a card holding Indian.
Okay, okay. How will you
Oh,
guys
he was a
allow a
Cherokee.
stranger?
Thank you, the Babs. Huh?
How will you guys allow stranger to give you guys a name?
Well, we didn't really vote for it. We didn't have a choice, and then we wasn't called that. You know that's a new term. You know, in the '70s, nobody was calling us that. Wait a minute, hold on. Sweet Woofy wants. She rolled her dice. Hold on. Go ahead, Sweet Woofy.
How long you been calling yourself African in the respectable country you come from? And what is that country, sir?
Nigeria?
Oh, interesting. How long you been Nigerian and African? Has it been 200 years?
I said it earlier. Are you not listening?
I
I
was
said
saying
it here
earlier,
that
have you been African for 200 years?
uh, Africa was Africa. Let me say 143, 146 BCE, right? Africa has
No,
been existing.
no,
That
no.
name
Africa
Africa.
means a person that come
No,
from
I'm
the
talking
cave.
about the name. I'm talking
Africa, the
about the
name
name.
Africa come from Rome. The Romans were calling themselves Africa. So how long you, as being from the continent, been calling yourself Africa and Nigeria?
Even when your ancestors are in Africa,
Again,
have been
if you can't answer the question respectfully, say you don't know.
what do you mean? What do you mean if I don't
How
want to answer?
long
I'm not
you
answering
been
a
called
question.
African? Who gave you that name Africa? And who told you that
The,
your
the
name was going to
name,
be Nigeria?
let me tell you,
Do floor
if you don't
sure
know where the
rings a
name
bell in
comes
your
from,
do do floor sure
are
rings a
you
bell in your head?
are you asking me a question or you are talking?
Yes. Would you like to see the woman who gave you your name Nigeria? I have her picture.
I would like to see
You
that.
see,
It's an
this is the
You would like to
problem,
educational.
see
right?
this
You
Yes,
story?
just
yes,
keep
I
saying
Hey,
one
would.
question.
Because I know
hey,
how long Nigeria
Wait
been
a minute. Hold
Nigeria.
on,
I
hey,
wait.
read the
Wait a
article
minute.
love,
Hold on.
love
Okay,
squirrel,
okay.
Hold
love
on.
squirrel,
Wait, everybody.
girl. Hold
Hold
on now.
on. Well, who is this? Tora Keeper?
Yeah,
Well,
you brought me up. Can I just speak for a little bit?
you wait 1 second? We doing something
No,
right
I
now.
can't wait, girl.
Okay,
Come
well,
on
fuck
now.
you. Bye bye.
Fuck you, nigga.
Okay. All right. Sweet Woofy is getting the picture, you guys. So listen, we are going to see
Now,
Mrs.
now
Florshaw.
you are googling.
I'm
You
what?
went back to Google, right?
I'm doing what?
Oh, the lady that is asking me a question.
Yeah, she getting the picture. We want to see who named Nigeria. I want to
No,
see.
see, right?
Huh? No, I have never seen the lady. You got the picture, Crash Out? Oh, let me see. Ooh, she a white tea lady? Oh
Yes,
wow.
she is. She wrote it in the article 130 years ago. And
Has
then
it been up?
Nigeria adopted it only 66 years ago. They was proud to be Nigerians. A white lady gave them their name, Nigeria.
Okay,
And,
hold
and,
on.
and and the white people who gave them their name
Okay,
Africa
okay,
too. And yet they love it and
okay.
they accept it and they want to make the world African because the white tea men told them they was Africans. You know what? When you ask us,
Is that
hold
what
on,
we are
hold on. If
saying
you in
over
the United
here
States
now?
of America in literature, research is available to you. The library been free. You
This
can
is the
go visit a
problem, right?
library
You
and
guys
ask
don't
a
stick on
library
topic.
assistance for
You don't
help
stick on
from the
topic.
hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can go visit a library that got computers. You can literally ask any librarian for help. I work with librarians. The thing about it is, what we have out here is a paper genocide. You can go look that up, where people was reclassified and history was rewritten, as we seen in the early 2000s after the NAACP, the president, and Jesse Jackson went into an office and renamed and removed the word Negro off of paperwork and put African American.
Can I see a
No,
picture of Jesse
so you asked a
Jackson?
question I'm going to 100% answer. No black American was ever considered themselves African
Host,
at
can I
that
see
time.
the picture
Me
of
being
Jesse
44
Jackson?
years old has never considered myself an African American. That is nothing that I never wrote on a paper, never checked in elementary all the way while I was even in college. There was black slash Negro on all paperwork. And this is
Madam, you
the
are
thing
singing
when
now,
you
right?
immigrants come to America, y'all lack the intelligence to go research before you ask the people of America about their history that you lack the knowledge of. It's called paper genocide. We was reclassified by immigrants. They came to the United States. They want to take our home, our land, and our name, just like we see Africans doing today in 2026. Now, would you like to go over their history and walk to Plecker and how his immigrant ass and how your immigrant ass say the same thing and act like the same people? The only difference is he's pale skin, like your leader who gave you your name, Floyd Shaw. Say her name loud. Floyd Shaw.
Host,
66
can I see
years,
the
by
picture
the
of
way, for
Jesse
you.
Jackson?
130 years since you wrote the article. Floyd Shaw is your leader. That's who you are.
Even the
Uh, ho-
definition of African
Host,
was
can I see the
the
picture of
white
Jesse
people
Jackson?
there at that time, and that land was called a bib. That was the original land, the name. So yeah, these Africans. Thank you, Sweet Wolfie, for bringing that up too.
Anytime, beautiful.
Love's World